Well, good morning, and that, and two, and FJB. It's your boy, Celine Driver. That's me. Once again, walking and talking. Because it is Walking and Talking Tuesday. It's also Taco Tuesday, but I don't think I'll be having tacos tonight. Maybe for lunch. Maybe. I don't know. Not having turkey until Thursday, but looking forward to that. This is my favorite holiday of the year coming up, Thanksgiving. It is my very favorite holiday. It has all the elements that I enjoy. Family, food, and, well, it used to be football, but now it's just more food, since I don't partake of that garbage football that is played on Thanksgiving Day. Anyway, what did we learn this past weekend about the Florida Gators? Well, we learned that they're not a good team. But we knew that. We've known that the whole year. So, really, we didn't learn anything. Anything new, anyway. The Gators did go up to Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Vanderbilt Commodores, a team like many other teams in the SEC that we own for the most part, or I should say we owned. I mean, I've been to Commodore Stadium twice in my lifetime, and it's a nice stadium. I mean, it's not anything great. It's a bit cold up there usually when the Gators go up to play. Usually when the Gators go up and play there, Gator fans take up about half the stadium. Both times I went there was almost as much orange and blue as there was gold and black. Vanderbilt's not a very good football team, not a very good program, but then again, their school emphasizes things other than football. Let's just put it that way. Yes, I am walking in the street. No sidewalk, see? No sidewalk, just the street. Anyway, Florida hadn't lost to Vanderbilt since 1988. Now, to put that in perspective, the president was George H.W. Bush, not George W. Bush, his son. Let's see. Ronald Reagan had just finished 2 highly successful terms as president and brought the country back from the brink of destruction after Jimmy the anti-Semite Carter. What else was going on in 1988? There wasn't much of an internet. Cell phones didn't really exist. TV was still standard definition. They used cathode ray tubes to generate the picture instead of flat screens. I could go into all the other boring statistics. Gas was under $1 a gallon, or maybe around $1 a gallon. The most powerful American muscle car you could buy at the time produced just under 300 horsepower. Hell, they got family sedans that'll do that now. I think they got minivans that'll do that now. Long time ago. Long time. Florida hadn't lost since 1988 up in Nashville. But in 2022, they went up to Nashville favored by 14 points and proceeded to get curb stomped by that very same Vanderbilt Commodore team. No defense. None. Offense played okay. Anthony Richardson, his usual erratic self, tried to bring them back. Ran for a lot of yards, passed for a good number of yards, scored some points in the second half. Couldn't do it. Why? Too little, too late is pretty much the way it goes there. No defense. Just couldn't bring them back and lost 31-24. And honestly, I don't think the game was that close. I gotta be honest, I didn't watch the whole game. I was live streaming a game that I felt was a little bit more important, because I thought Florida was going to win the game. So I was streaming the Harvard-Yale game, aka the game. And it was known as the game before those two slob schools up in the Midwest called their game the game. No, your game is not the game. Harvard-Yale is the game. Third oldest rivalry in college football at 138 games. Only Lehigh Lafayette and Yale Princeton are older rivalry series. Hell, the longest running major college football rivalry series is Auburn, Georgia, or North Carolina, Virginia, at 127 games. So Harvard-Yale got that beat. And Harvard lost. Just wouldn't play defense. It's the same story. For some reason, both my favorite teams in college football refused to play defense this year, and it cost them. So, Florida lost. Embarrassing loss. Unnecessary loss. They could have been sitting right now at 7-4, heading into their big rivalry game with Florida State. But now they're 6-5, about to go 6-6. Florida is not beating FSU this year. It ain't gonna happen. If the game's in Tallahassee, so big advantage to them. Florida State is playing good ball on both sides of the ball. Florida isn't. Florida's playing pretty good offense, I guess you could say, but they're not playing any defense. And if you're not playing any defense, you're not winning games. So Florida will end the season on Friday night at 7:30, or actually they'll end about 10:30, with a 6-6 record, and they'll go to a meaningless bowl game, which, depending on who they play, they'll probably lose, and finish probably 6-7. Not what I predicted at the beginning of the year. I predicted 7-5 and possibly winning their bowl game, but I was wrong. That's okay. I have noticed one thing, though. It's kind of funny to me. For the first time in years, on my Facebook page, I have a lot of friends, real life friends and Facebook friends. There is a difference. I have a lot of friends, and I even have two cousins. Shout out to Paul and David. Who are FSU friends, and in some cases, in many cases, FSU alum. Hadn't said shit in 3 or 4 years. Absolutely dead nuts silent. And you know who you are. You ain't been chirping this much in years. They are all over the place with the Gator trolls. And that's fine. But where were you when your team was bad? And I mean suck ass bad. You know, bad enough that the loss to Florida knocked you not only out of bowl contention, but left you with a losing record. How'd you like that? Ended your 40-plus year run of bowl games a few years ago, and ended your 36-year run of winning records a few years ago. That was us. That was us, the Florida Gators. We did that to you. In your own house, by the way. But now you're chirping. And okay, I guess you deserve to chirp. You know, you're what, 7-4 team, 8 and yeah, I don't know, 8-4, 7-4. I can't remember, but you're doing a hell of a lot better than Florida is, and congratulations to you. You built your program right. You gave Norvell enough time to build the program from the ground up, which it needed to be done because there were several administrations behind him that wrecked the program. Sounds like a similar story to Florida. Like 3 coaches in a row that wrecked the program, left it in a shambles. And now we have Bill Napier trying to rebuild it. Like I said before, he's a guy who walks into a strange kitchen with someone else's equipment, someone else's ingredients, and is trying to build a gourmet meal out of it. Can't be done. Not in a year. So this year was not unexpected. It's disappointing. It's hard to watch, but it's not unexpected. It is very unexpected to lose to Vanderbilt when you should have won. You were looking good there for a little while, beating South Carolina, beating Texas A&M. Looked like you were starting to put the pieces together a little bit. No. You walked out to the 50-yard line at Commodore Stadium and took a giant shit. Disappointing on national television, too. Everybody's watching the boys in orange and blue lose to a perennial doormat in the SEC. What can we do? Well, dust ourselves off and go to the next game, which was going to be a loss. But I'm planning to live stream the game on Friday night on my channel. It is sort of dependent on how many family members I still have hanging around after Thanksgiving, but I think I should be able to do it. Morning, and that. So, if you have a mind to, come on over on Friday night, 7:30, to my channel, The Saline Driver, on YouTube, and laugh at me while Florida loses a road game to the Florida State Criminals. Now, I don't care how good you get. You're always going to be free shoes you, forced sex you, criminals, the folks who get sticky finger discounts at Dillard's. Go look that up if you don't understand the reference. You're always going to be them. But this year, you're going to win. So, on Walkin and Talkin Tuesday, congratulations to the Florida State Seminoles on their impending victory over the Florida Gators. And we'll see what we can do with them next year. So, what do we learn from the Vandy game? Florida got a long way to go. We'll get there. But this is your boy, Celine Driver, holding the Battle Angel Memorial selfie stick, walking and talking, well, now in a bike lane, as you can see, but walking and talking in the street on a cold, gray Tuesday morning